Pottery Barn inspired American cottage home decor. Grandmacore with soft neutrals and vintage charm. Begin by preparing your space for transformation with a calm and neutral base. This approach sets the tone for the cozy American cottage feel you're aiming to achieve. Today, I'll walk you through each step, from color choices to layering textures. By combining Pottery Barn inspiration with vintage thrift finds, you'll capture that timeless Grandmacore charm. Each step is simple yet impactful, creating a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Let's start building this look together. Soft neutrals, the base of cottage charm. Begin by selecting a neutral base palette. Think soft whites, creamy beiges, and muted taupes. Paint your walls in light shades to brighten the space and make vintage details stand out. Choose complementary trim colors for subtle contrast. Layer in muted accents like pale green or dusty blue through small decor pieces and textiles. This keeps the look soft without feeling flat. Test colors under natural light to ensure they feel warm and inviting. Always sample paint on multiple walls. Light shifts during the day can dramatically change how colors appear. Choosing the right whites, creams, and pastels. Select whites with warm undertones to avoid a sterile look. Pair creamy shades with pastel accents like blush pink or sage for softness. Use these colors on furniture fabrics and small decorative items. Avoid mixing too many bright tones. Aim for harmony by keeping everything subdued. Layer neutrals first, then add pastels sparingly for visual interest. This keeps the space cohesive and cozy. Compare color swatches under daylight bulbs to see how warm or cool each shade appears before committing. How to use muted greens and blues as accents. Introduce muted greens and blues through accent pillows, pottery, or painted side tables. Keep them subtle so they complement the neutral base rather than overwhelm it. Small hints in artwork or throws work best. Balance these tones with natural wood elements for harmony. Avoid using saturated shades. Stick with dusty or faded variations for vintage appeal. Rotate accents seasonally for freshness without repainting. Use these muted hues on smaller decor first. It's easier to swap them if you change your palette later. Warm plus worn, creating depth with neutrals. Combine warm neutrals like beige and taupe with worn finishes for authentic charm. Add depth by layering textures, smooth ceramics with distressed wood or matte metals. This creates visual warmth without strong colors. Incorporate patina-rich items like aged brass or faded linen for dimension. Slight imperfections enhance the cottage feel. Avoid shiny, modern finishes that disrupt the vintage look. If a piece feels too new, lightly sand edges or use chalk paint to give it a gently worn finish. Cottage-Core furniture. What to look for? Seek furniture with simple lines, spindle details, and farmhouse silhouettes. Prioritize pieces that feel timeless: wooden benches, ladder-back chairs, and small dressers. Keep finishes light or distressed. Focus on comfort and practicality. Oversized pieces can overwhelm a cottage room. Vintage finds often have better proportions for smaller spaces. Mix old and new to avoid an overly themed look. Measure twice. Cottage furniture tends to fit better when slightly smaller than standard modern pieces. Sofas and farmhouse tables 101. Opt for slip-covered sofas in neutral fabrics. They're washable and perfect for a lived-in look. Pair them with sturdy farmhouse tables that feature thick wood tops and simple legs. Keep finishes soft and matte. Mix slipcovers with layered throws to soften lines. A large wooden table serves as a centerpiece for dining or work. Choose reclaimed or vintage wood for authenticity. Keep extra slipcovers on hand. Swapping them seasonally can refresh the entire room affordably. Vintage wood. Oak, whitewash, and distress finishes. Choose oak or pine for warmth. Whitewash finishes light and heavy furniture for cottage charm. Distressed pieces naturally blend into vintage schemes and hide wear well. Mix woods for depth but stay within similar tones. If refinishing furniture, apply thin layers of whitewash and sand between coats. For distressed looks, focus on edges and handles where natural wear occurs. This makes the piece feel authentic, not forced. When thrifting, inspect wood for solid frames. Cosmetic flaws are easy to fix, structural damage is not. Budget-friendly furniture sourcing tips. Explore thrift stores, estate sales, and online marketplaces for affordable vintage furniture. Check often. Inventory changes quickly and good finds go fast. Haggle respectfully when appropriate. Repurpose items creatively. Old dressers become entry consoles, tables become desks. DIY fixes like sanding or painting save money and add charm. Always verify measurements before purchase. Set alerts for specific items on resale apps. You'll be first to grab bargains in your style. Textiles, what to layer and where. Use soft textiles like crochet throws, patchwork quilts, and linen runners to add comfort. Layer them on sofas, beds, and dining tables for an inviting look. Stick to muted florals and gentle stripes. Incorporate small doilies or lace pieces on side tables or shelves. Keep patterns varied but cohesive to avoid clutter. Natural fibers age beautifully and feel authentic to the style. Look for handmade pieces at thrift stores. Imperfections make them more charming and unique. Mixing florals, gingham and lace the right way. Choose one dominant pattern, like florals, and pair it with subtle gingham or lace. Keep color tones consistent for harmony. Use patterns in small accents like pillows or tablecloths. Layer patterns thoughtfully. Large florals, medium gingham, and small lace details. Avoid using equal amounts of each pattern. Let one lead. This prevents visual overwhelm while adding charm. If unsure about patterns, start with solid neutrals and add one print at a time to test balance. Choosing the right curtains and table linens. Opt for lightweight fabrics like cotton or linen for curtains. They let light in softly. For tables, use neutral cloths with subtle patterns for layering under centerpieces. Avoid heavy or shiny materials. Keep lengths generous, curtains should puddle slightly, and tablecloths should drape comfortably. Natural fibers complement vintage wood tones beautifully. Washable fabrics are practical for everyday cottage living. Layer sheer curtains behind solid ones to easily adjust privacy and light throughout the day. Cozy layers, quilts, throws, and crochet touches. Combine quilts with light throws on beds and sofas for warmth and visual interest. Fold them casually at corners for a lived-in effect. Use crochet details sparingly for a touch of nostalgia. Layer pieces seasonally, lighter cotton in summer, heavier wool in winter. Mixing textures creates depth without adding strong colors. Rotate layers for freshness and comfort. Keep extra folded layers in visible baskets. They double as decor and quick comfort. Top 5 thrifted finds for cottage style. Search for vintage pitchers, brass candlesticks, framed artwork, floral china, and small wooden stools. These staples instantly add cottage character to any room. Group them in threes for balanced vignettes. Pieces you'll use daily, like bowls or small tables. Choose items with character chips, faded paint, or gentle wear add authenticity. Avoid overly modern shapes that clash with the theme. Visit thrift stores midweek. Weekends are busier and unique pieces may already be gone. With vintage china and ceramics. Display vintage china in open shelving or glass front cabinets for instant cottage appeal. Mix patterns but keep colors harmonious, soft florals, faded blues, and creamy whites. Arrange by size for neatness. Use small ceramic pitchers as vases for flowers or as everyday serving pieces. This balances beauty with function. Avoid overcrowding shelves. Let each piece shine. Mix heirloom china with thrift finds. Blending high and low adds personality and history. Creating vignettes with antique pieces. Group small antiques like clocks, candlesticks, and books into vignettes on mantles or shelves. Use varying heights to create visual balance and interest. Keep groupings small to avoid clutter. Add natural elements like flowers or branches to soften the vignette. Mix textures, glass, wood, and fabric to add depth. Rearrange seasonally for a refreshed look. Place vignettes in high-traffic spots. They catch the eye and create a welcoming feel. Brass, glass, and frames, the details that matter. Use brass accents for warmth, glass for lightness, and wooden frames for vintage charm. These small touches elevate the space without overwhelming it. Balance shine with matte textures for harmony. Mix metals thoughtfully. Too many competing finishes can look busy. Choose one dominant tone and use others as accents. Group frames in odd numbers for a curated look. Antique brass develops patina over time. Embrace the aging process for authentic charm. Styling surfaces. Rules of 3s and 5s. Arrange items on tables or shelves in groups of 3 or 5 for balance. Combine tall, medium, and small objects for a pleasing flow. Add greenery or candles for life and warmth. Avoid lining items up evenly. Stagger them slightly for a relaxed look. Layer trays under smaller pieces to ground the arrangement. Rotate items seasonally to keep it fresh. Your surfaces. A quick snapshot helps spot imbalance or clutter instantly. Layering rugs for warmth and texture. Place a neutral base rug, then layer smaller patterned rugs on top for coziness. Mix textures like jute with wool to create depth and interest. Keep colors soft to maintain a cottage feel. Layering defines spaces in open rooms, making them feel more intimate. Slight overlaps add a casual, lived-in vibe. Anchor furniture legs on layered rugs for stability. Use rug pads between layers to prevent slipping and protect delicate fibers underneath. The lived-in look. How to style it naturally. Everyday items like books, folded blankets, and mugs into decor. Scatter them casually for warmth rather than perfection. Slight asymmetry feels inviting, not messy. Use wear and patina as part of the charm. Don't overpolish surfaces. Leave a chair slightly pulled out or a blanket draped to add realism. Small imperfections create character. Avoid overstaging. Real-life traces like a half-read book. Make the style feel genuine. Fresh florals or faux. Both work beautifully. Fresh flowers bring fragrance and seasonal color. Rotate them weekly for variety. Faux arrangements work well for hard-to-reach spots or low-maintenance areas. Choose realistic materials. Mix fresh and faux to stretch budgets. Use faux greenery as filler with real blooms. Neutral vases let the flowers shine. Change stems seasonally for freshness. Keep faux florals dust-free. A quick hairdryer blast on cool mode refreshes them instantly. Warm lighting for a cozy glow. Choose warm-toned bulbs around 2700K for a soft, inviting glow. Avoid harsh white lights that disrupt the cozy ambience. Place lamps at varied heights for layered lighting. Use dimmers to control brightness and create mood. Candles or battery-operated lanterns enhance warmth in evenings. Skip overhead fluorescence for a softer feel. Layer different light sources, task, ambient, and accent for ultimate cozy control. Cottage lighting ideas, lamps, sconces, and more. Opt for table lamps with fabric shades, wall sconces with patina finishes, and pendant lights over dining tables. Mix sources for balance and character. Avoid ultramodern fixtures that feel out of place. Place lighting strategically. Reading nooks, hallways, and bedside areas need soft pools of light. Decorative lighting doubles as art. Layer for function and charm. Mix vintage and new lighting. Rewired antiques add charm without sacrificing safety. Avoid overhead lights. Here's why. Overhead lights create harsh shadows and flatten textures. Replace them with layered lamps or wall sconces for softer light distribution. This enhances the cozy vibe of cottage interiors. If overhead fixtures are necessary, use dimmers and warm bulbs. Pair them with side lighting to soften the impact. Avoid cool LEDs which feel sterile in cottage spaces. Install a chandelier with fabric shades. It diffuses overhead light while adding vintage charm. Final styling checklist. Walk through every room. Walk through each room noting balance, texture, and personal touches. Remove anything that feels too modern or disrupts flow. Check lighting and fabric layers for consistency. Look at sightlines from doorways. Every view should feel cohesive. Adjust vignettes and textiles to avoid visual gaps. Finish with fresh greenery for a lived-in touch. Step outside and re-enter the room. Fresh eyes help catch styling imbalances you missed. Your cottage, your way. Mix, match, and make it yours. Blend inherited items, thrift finds, and personal favorites for unique charm. Don't stress about perfect matches. Cottage style thrives on individuality. Celebrate imperfections as part of the story. Keep evolving your space. Add pieces slowly and edit often. The best cottage interiors grow naturally over time. Trust your instincts over rigid rules. Document your space's progress. Photos help you see growth and refine your style choices. Thanks for watching Eterna Decor, where style is timeless and every space tells a story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for your decor inspiration. Until next time, stay creative and keep making your home uniquely yours.